Hi, I'm Daniel from ligo.co.uk and this is the Roberts Revival iStream 3. The Roberts Revival range is among the most iconic radios ever produced, and the iStream 3 is the top of the range model in this line. As well as all the standard features you'll find in the other Revival models, this one also includes internet connectivity built in as well. But is it any good? Let's take a look. Let's start out talking about the design, since that's probably the most striking thing about these radios. The original radio to bear this design was built all the way back in 1956 by the original Mr. Roberts, and while the technology has changed over the years, the basic design of them is still very much the same. On the outside you've got a leatherette casing. I've got the midnight blue version here, but there's another 7 colours available: pastel cream, duck egg, red, dusky pink, teal blue, grey and black. Underneath the casing there's a wooden frame. Not only does this help brighten up the acoustics a little bit, but it also shows the level of care that's gone into crafting these radios as well. On the front you've got the Roberts logo along with the speaker grille. Whatever colour of the radio, the speaker grille is always gold, but I think that complements all the colours that they do of this one quite nicely. In keeping with the radio's design of being based on a handbag, it's all topped off with this little carry handle which matches the main colour of the casing. And finally on the top you've got a large full colour display screen along with one knob for turning the radio on and off and adjusting the volume, one for tuning and selecting, and the control buttons either side of the screen. Now we found these control buttons could perhaps have been a little bit more intuitive to use. For instance, if you're within a series of menus and you want to go back a step, you have to press the button that says menu rather than one that says back, so it's not immediately obvious how you do go back. But once you get used to the radio and how it works, we found that they're okay to use. There's also a USB slot on the top here, but more on that later. I'm sure you'll agree that the iStream 3 looks very nice, but if you're spending this kind of money on a radio, then you'll naturally want it to sound good as well. Thankfully, we were very pleased with the sound of the iStream 3. It's hard to balance the sound in a small speaker, so a lot of radios of this size tend to either be too light or too heavy on bass. Like Goldilocks though, Roberts have got things just right here. They've hit the sweet spot with a sound that's warm and well balanced. Should you wish to tweak the sound to your own liking, you can do that thanks to the built-in EQ settings. There's 6 presets to choose from, or you can manually adjust the bass and treble to your own preferences. As for features, the iStream 3 has DAB and FM modes for tuning into all your old favourites, as well as DAB Plus compatibility so you can discover any new stations as they become available as well. Like many other DAB radios, it also has Bluetooth compatibility, so you can connect up your phone to stream music or podcasts from there. The main feature to highlight here though, and the one that marks the iStream 3 out from the other models in the Revival series, is that you can connect this one up to the internet. Doing this is relatively straightforward. Normally it's just a case of selecting your network and then pushing a button on the back of your router, or failing that, typing in the password manually. Once you've done that, you'll get access to many more modes than just the DAB and FM. First and foremost, the internet radio mode with tens of thousands of stations from all across the globe that you can tune into. You can search these by location, genre, or type in the name if you know what you're looking for. And while it might be a bit easier for you to just connect up your phone via Bluetooth, since there's so much to choose from and there's quite a bit of scrolling when you're looking for nothing in particular, if you save stations that you like with the presets, then it does become really easy to use. You can also stream music directly through the iStream 3 over Spotify, Amazon Music or Deezer. While you will need to use your phone to get these modes up and running at first, once it's playing, the advantage it has over Bluetooth is it's not reliant on your phone's audio, so you can take it out of range and the iStream 3 will carry on playing. And if you get a phone call or you're scrolling through social media and a video starts playing, the music won't be interrupted either. The Revival iStream 3 also works as a multi-room speaker, so you can connect it up with other compatible devices throughout your home. It uses the Undock app for this, which is what most brands without their own bespoke app use, so you can connect up with those as well, not just Roberts. I mentioned earlier that there's a USB slot on the top. You can use this to plug in a USB stick or a portable hard drive to listen to music files directly, or plug in your smartphone to charge it up. So if you're going to be using the iStream 3 as a bedside radio, it'll save you a plug socket by your bed. And while I'm on the subject, the Revival iStream 3 also has dual alarm mode, so you can set one for the weekdays and weekends, and a sleep timer mode if you like to drift off listening to music. It's worth mentioning though that because of the design of the Revival radios, it's not that easy to see the time at a glance if you are using it as a bedside radio. And finally, as you might expect from a radio with a carry handle, the iStream 3 can also be used as a portable radio as well. Now it does take 6 AA batteries, which is more than most, but then again there's more functionality inside to power. Good thing about this one though is that it'll recharge compatible batteries. You just need to make sure you're using the right ones obviously, and flick this little switch inside to the correct option, and then whenever you plug in the radio it'll power the batteries back up. Surprisingly few radios that take standard batteries offer this functionality, so it's a welcome addition here. So there we have it, the Roberts Revival iStream 3, an internet radio that brings the classic Roberts Revival series bang up to date. To find out more, or to get your hands on one for yourself, go to ligo.co.uk.